There once was a squirrel and her name was Lil Red. She ate some bad peaches that went to her head. She stumbled and staggered home to her bed. And when she woke up in the morning, she said, "Let's listen. Lil Red, Lil Red, she goes where no other squirrels tread. Squirrel!"
Hey y'all, how is everybody? Hello. Trying to get my computer up. Sorry, I'm a few minutes late. I know y'all are used to me being late. I'm sorry. I try not to. Give me 1 second. What am I looking for? I had to work today, y'all. That's why I didn't plan anything earlier. How's everyone doing? I hope everybody can hear me. I didn't even check. I didn't finish scheduling, did I? I'm sorry. Got to work on that. So let me say hey to everybody, and then I'll fix it. Did y'all see H3 or Hila and Ethan and Emily D. Baker? Did y'all see it? Did you see it? Okay. Trying to get it up in my chat. Okay. Christ conflict. Check your Twitter DMs, boo. Madam Dragon, welcome. Angela, good to see you. Hey, Adam. Hope you're doing good night. LB, what is up? We love LB. I'm glad you're here. I'm always late. Always. I don't do it on purpose. I swear. Not a fan of KJ. Hey, girl. Hey, Amber Chick. Cooch LaCream. Brittany. Hey. Shelly. What a nice surprise. Hey, Sherry. So glad to see you back again. Miss you. Hey, Kano. Here's trouble. How are you? Hey, Miss Cassandra. Hermie's mom. Cindy.
Hi, Kano.
Do what? You sound like a robot.
Amber, I saw you too. Hi, Amber. Hi, Hermie's mom.
Oh.
Hi, Miss
Robin.
Oh,
hi.
wait. Red, I'm mad at you. I'm not talking
Hold
to you.
on. Hold on. I'm almost done. I think somebody just knocked on my door, or my ice maker's really loud. Shelly, Miss Cassandra, Irish Jazz. Hey, I think that's it. If I missed you, I'm sorry. I might scroll past somebody. I'm trying not to. LB's in the chat. I love it when LB's here.
Wait,
What now? What are you mad about?
Why were you incognito for like? Because I ain't talked to you in days. Huh?
I've been busy. I'm a busy girl. I have worked.
Yeah, okay.
I'm out for 2 days. Yay, me. And I know. I haven't had much contact with outside with the internet world the last 2 days. I've been talking to real people in real life. It's different. It's something different. What have you been up to? Huh? What'd you say?
Last minute stuff before I go to the Philippines.
Oh yeah. What date? What's the date?
So my doctor found this.
Hey Barrett. June 1st. Oh, that's cool.
Barrett,
It's still cold.
Uh-huh.
I'm still having to use the heat here in the like late at night or in the mornings. It's crazy that it's the middle of May and I'm still using heat. That's not, that's that global
We're still
warming.
using it up here.
Yeah, but there's some places they're used to having to do that. This is not one of North Carolina is not one of them at all. Well, the
Are
mountains
you near
maybe.
the mountains?
No. I'm 5 hours from the mountains. The
Well,
mountain.
Red, are you going on the shows?
Do what?
Are you going on the shows?
Yeah, I am. I'm going on the Uncalled For tonight
When are you doing that?
at 9 o'clock in an hour and a half.
Right.
And I like she asked me last Sunday could I do the Sunday night, and I said I didn't see it until after it was over. I didn't see the message, so I said sorry, and then she said, well, what about next Sunday? And I was like, yeah. So,
What are you guys going to be talking about?
huh?
What are you
I
guys
don't
going to
know.
be talking about?
It's just like when I went on the Shields. It's kind of like that show where they watch videos of dumb stuff, and talk about it.
Action
So it's going to be
channel?
like that. I hope it's more dumb stuff than they like flat earthers over there videos, and I like it.
Oh,
That leaves
like,
me
yeah,
speechless.
I
Like I
remember
don't know
seeing
what to
that.
say to it because
I wasn't
how can
feeling that.
anybody? Well, I mean, it's fun at first, but how do you know? I mean, I don't know. I don't know what to say because you can make them mad, and it's just so ridiculous to me. I can't help it. Not fan KJ. Hey, what happened to the badass lawyer? Oh my word! I got it pulled up. Y'all didn't see her. She went on. Okay, let me back up. Is Leslie still out there? Has she said anything else since I got here? Because I bet
Has she
she
said anything else?
LB. I didn't mean to call her name. Okay, y'all know that. And they were really making fun of her, but Katie took it all upon herself to imagine that Ethan, was it Klein? Is that his last name?
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
him and Tricia Paytas liked her because they said her name or something, and they really called her crazy, and they were not complimenting her, but in her mind, they were. So he talked.
If Trisha Paytas was calling you
He has
crazy,
been
that's not good.
he has been talking about Emily D. Baker for a minute now and saying he's catching up on all her videos. He's watching them all. She called in on his show Thursday. It's usually his Friday show. She called in to his H3 show, the one he does with his wife, and talked about he's getting sued. Supposedly, he hadn't got served yet, but he's getting sued for something about a fight that happened, and the people have already sued everybody else. They can sue, so now they're coming for him. And she's like, "This is a frivolous, ridiculous lawsuit." And Katie's probably standing on top of her head. She's probably had a myocardial infarction by now, a mild heart attack. Hey, always busy, Camilla. Who else? Hey, y'all. Hey. Because Katie is jealous. She's jelly. So nothing happened to her. Her hair's pretty purple though. I hadn't seen that since she hit 100. And she hit 100,000 just less than a week ago, right? And she's at 120 something now. She's gonna be passing Katie in no time. So I'm gonna pull up that video. Where is my people? Kier, hey girl. Y'all say a prayer for Kier. She's got the oh, well, that's your HIPAA information. I'm not going to tell it. Ow! Just because I have to scream when I drop something. It didn't hit me. Bama Huntress, whoop whoop, made it live. Just finished a photo shoot. It's going to be a short one because I got to be on EIE in an hour and a half. But y'all can follow me over there. Suzanne Nicole, hey. Colleen. I better get this pulled up, huh? Let's see. I think I've got it queued up to right before she gets there. He was excited. Katie should have been nicer to Emily. Maybe Emily would have went on her show. Oh, I love it. Oh, I love it. Don't y'all love it? I love it. Where did Trouble go? He fell. He fell right out of the stage. Come on back. Okay, I think he was looking at his phone and said, "Oh, Emily D. Baker wants to come." Here we go. Okay. Kier sick. Y'all say prayers for her. We love her. We need her back healthy. And I'm gonna hit play. Let's listen. Oh, I got on mute. Sorry.
Will that work?
Yeah. Give me 1 second. Okay, ready and go ahead.
Oh, all right. Wow. It's little teddy bears.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so cute.
Nice.
Looks awesome.
So
I'm sorry, guys. I'm just this is urgent.
What is he wearing? He's wearing
Did it take a long time to
sunflowers.
Yeah, no, I'm just setting up a time to talk to him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, what's that?
Oh, Emily wants to call in.
Right. Yeah, I was wondering.
She wants to call in.
Okay, so
So
I'll send you the Zoom link right
should
now.
I send her your email? What should I do?
I'll just give you the Zoom link right now.
Okay.
She can dial in.
Okay, this is exciting. Dude, we have so much to do. We saw like some great stories here. This is gonna be like a 10-hour episode. Let's go, baby. It's Thursday, baby. Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
It's Thursday. I deserve to talk to a lawyer. I deserve to be sued. Yeah. Yo, where'd you send it in? We can get Emily the legend to call in. Emily,
Let's go.
All right, send her the link.
Okay. I will keep an eye out on Zoom for when she sends it.
She's coming. Hey.
I love this. Okay, I'm gonna pause.
Hey.
They've already drug. Okay, have y'all? Some people might not watch them because I haven't watched him for long. Honestly, I haven't. LilRedYall, I would never turn down prayers for it, even for Iba. I have the Rona for number 2, y'all. Second time, y'all. But I'm one whole week in, and it's second time, and I'm better than the last time. Yay! If y'all haven't heard, Kiera had this. Wasn't it in December? It was not very long ago. And who has that kind of luck besides me? It would be Kier. I'm so glad that it's not as bad this time as last time. And okay, I'm sorry, off track. Ethan and Keem are back at their little war where Ethan's taking stuff out of context, Keem says, and saying he said this, and then Keem totally took stuff out of context. Well, he made a video and whatever of Ethan saying bad stuff, and they're feuding again. So that's what the beginning of this was, a lot of that, and he was just dragging the hell out of Keemstar. Let's listen.
Hey. All right, let's talk lawsuit. Let's get nitty gritty on this motherfucker. That's exciting. So she has the link down, so keep an eye for that. In the meantime, Kraft Mayo has really put out a contest that was made for Zach. We are about to win Zach $10,000 and make him the new face of Kraft Mayonnaise.
Wait, she signed it. Do you want to do this first, or do you want me to?
Oh shit!
Did anyone decide who's going to do the IQ test yet? Has anyone decided they wanted to do the IQ test on the channel? That's what I want to do. It was last winter. Last time damn near killed me. I remember. I was thinking it was, but we didn't know about it then. Yeah. Oh yeah. You mean this Pat like a few months ago, right? I remember you being sick, but I didn't remember it being Rona. Who wants to be the face of a mayonnaise? I certainly don't. Where have you been, Kier, to keep getting sick like this? Okay, I'm gonna hit play. Let's listen, and I'll watch the chat for Kier.
I guess so.
Yeah,
let's take her.
Yeah.
We'll tease for later in the
You
All right, give me 1 second.
You guys are not gonna want to miss that Kraft Mayo segment because I'll tell you what, Zach is winning that 10 grand.
Give me 1 second. I'll
Emily D. Baker.
Keyword up here.
I see her.
Oh, so do I. Need a pin
Can
video.
you hear me?
He's not
Emily D. Baker, Esquire, attorney at law, celebrity attorney.
He's
YouTube
happy.
extraordinaire. welcome to the show, and thank you for calling in on such short notice.
He ain't
Not worried, I was
fangirling
thinking
like I did over Tipster Day, I'll tell you that.
from school, and my Twitter exploded, and then I saw your DM, and I was like, hey, I've been talking about this suit, I feel like, for weeks, but it's been the shortest lawsuit since that fight, so, you know.
Yeah, no, exactly.
It's good to see you both.
What do you think? First of all, the fact that the fight is short, I wonder, like, is it my fault that they had a shitty fight? Like, if I'm covering fair use, right, and they say, oh, you showed the whole fight, 2 minutes, like, I'm sorry, it's not my fault your fight sucked.
So under fair use, they look at the length of the clip you used, but they also look at, does it diminish the value of the thing? And it was, 5 days after the fight that you talked about it, right? So how are they going to prove that they had a diminished value? It was done and over. It's not as if you uploaded it contemporaneously and people could choose to go watch it there and not watch the pay-per-view because it was so many days later for comment.
Are you a lawyer or something? I love the way you explain that.
I'm a lawyer or something. I've been a lawyer for over 15 years and I was a district attorney, so I don't like using the courts for nonsense. There's a lot of actual stuff that has to go through court process. They didn't plead a date. They didn't plead a time. It's one of the worst pleadings I've ever seen.
She usually does not do this, where she kind of does, but she makes her opinion very known in this one. And Christ is trouble. It says not okay. She makes her opinion of this case very known, and she usually doesn't. Colleen, you've already had it. You've had it too. You're fine, Tammy. Welcome. I'm glad to see you. I've missed you. I just got to get used to my daytime schedule again. You've got some noise coming in, Trouble.
Oh, hold on.
Let's listen.
So, first of all, I've been following your coverage. I think even back in the day during the Matt Haas lawsuit, I love hearing all the different perspectives and stuff because it's always nice to hear the outside opinion. So what, like in my case, like I'm a defendant on what is a poorly conceived complaint that is bordering on frivolous. So like, how do you, as a private citizen or let's say a corporate entity or whatever, that's certainly the underdog compared to Triller, like what's the remedy to that? How do you keep from getting fucked around by these big media companies?
So not legal advice, but lawyer thoughts. For anyone who's facing a lawsuit, one of the first things you want to do is make sure you actually get served. I'm sure you haven't been served yet, and it's going to take them some effort to do so. They haven't even know where your company is because they're not suing you. They're suing the H3 podcast, and they haven't seemed to figure out what kind of legal entity it is yet. So one of the things is if you see something breaking in the news and you haven't been served yet, you have to wait until they do process and actually serve you. Because if they don't serve you, then their lawsuit can be closed for failure to go after it or failure to prosecute. So you aren't really even in it until you've been served with it, even though you're aware of it at this point.
How long do they have to serve you?
It really depends on the court, but they have reasonably about a month that they could get away with it.
Yeah, what if I go hide in a hole somewhere?
They could try to perfect service later, but
I don't like his sweatshirt.
No, he sells that stuff. That's part of his merch.
I know. I know. She just gave him some ideas earlier when I was listening. I think it's later in this, but I love sunflowers, but it's not his color. Maybe I don't know. Listen.
It would be a challenge because after that, the court will be like, what is happening with the suit? Why isn't it moving along? And after that, then you get the 21 days to respond to it, but they have to serve you first. And the court hasn't responded to this suit yet. We saw that in the first suit when they filed the amended complaint to bring you in. The court had already said, where are the facts here, please? So the court might take action on its own, or sua sponte, as they call it, and say something about the suit because it doesn't even plead a date. So the court might do things before you even have to answer it, which would be interesting. So that's a conversation for you and your lawyers to have, whether you want to reach out to the law firm or whether you want to wait and be like, hey, come find me.
Right.
Come find me.
That's interesting because this law, what's funny about this lawsuit is we didn't even find out about it until these big press releases were like, we're suing H3 because they, but that was like a week after it's been filed. So as far as the clock's ticking, it's been 2 or 3 weeks already, and these guys haven't even done the basic research to identify our business entity, like you said.
They can try to extend service. It looked like I put court documents today because I got asked about the judge's denial of transfer. So
Yellow was completely uninterested.
Threw it out and took pot shots at the fact that the fight was only 2 minutes
You got to
long.
say pause because I can't hear you when you talk. What'd you say?
Oh, sorry. I was saying, was it me or did Hila look completely uninterested?
I think that's just Eliza's look. I mean, I think she's interested. She just kind of looks like that sometimes. Like she no, I don't mean that ugly. She's got a poker
No,
face.
I didn't say she looked ugly. I said she looked uninterested.
No, I said I don't mean that in an ugly way. She just has like a poker face. She doesn't usually show a lot.
Okay, poker face. Yeah, I would call it that.
Who dismissed all of the other defendants, they moved to have him take the new suit that they filed against the podcast into his court and said, hey, we want you to have the suit against the only defendant left, Film Daily, and bring the H3 one here. It makes it easier for them. The judge was like, these aren't related. No, I don't want to look at your lawsuit. I don't want to look at you. You can't come to my court. So it's staying with the judge that it got assigned to.
Why would they want that one judge who asked them to have it? I guess because I was thinking I want that judge.
Hey, Ginger.
Yeah, I was hoping that
And
the judge Anderson would
Flamingo.
take it too so we could smack it around a little bit more because it was a very funny minute order. And
Mama
I
T.
don't know if he's had interactions with this law firm before or if his research attorney has, because they took action on this lawsuit very quickly. And it made me wonder if they have had similar suits with this law firm before, because once you're sus about something, you're like, oh, there you are again. Let's
the old Sal Goodman kind of thing.
Absolutely. So I was hoping he would take it. He didn't. He said they're not similar because they're separate actions and they're totally separate things. But for Triller, it can make it easier for them to coordinate discovery and for coordinating motions and stuff to have one judge hear them.
Got it.
It can make it more expensive for them to be a
Good.
separate person.
Let's bleed them. Let's bleed their $1 billion well. The $1 billion well. I want to clarify something because for the public, there seems to be some dispute about the nature of this law. This is a fair use lawsuit, right? I mean, ultimately.
Essentially, yeah, it's a copyright lawsuit.
Yeah.
So fair use is one of the defenses to copyright infringement. People can come in and say, you've infringed my copyright. And you can say, I've used your copyrighted works, but it's permissible because of fair use. So fair use is a defense to an alleged copyright infringement. Because at the heart of it, you can't use anyone's copyrighted material anywhere, but then fair use allows you to use it.
Fair use it saves your ass from lawsuits.
For commentary, which is really the purpose that you use it for based on what I watched.
And so, right, if they're sending me an unreasonable, what I perceive as a very aggressive, unreasonable settlement offer, or let's say we go to court and lose to them, what kind of precedent is this setting for YouTube community at large and how YouTubers rely so much on fair use with how they I mean, you know, on YouTube it's very common, it's the norm to be interactive with other people's media. So how do you see this affecting YouTube if Triller is able to win a lawsuit against us on this?
He wants to hear her
It's
say
hard
they're
for me
not
to
going to
conceive of how this lawsuit can even proceed because they haven't pled it well enough to go forward. But
Mama T, I'll slow it down, baby. I'm sorry. I was trying to get through some parts. Okay. Let's see if this is not more understandable.
if they can still amend the complaint if they modified it and brought in facts, or in another scenario where a large company is going after a YouTube channel for fair use and saying it's not fair use. Each judge, each district decides fair use based on these balancing factors, and so it can set precedent, but it depends because each thing is so factually specific. So it could be, oh well, in this case because the clip was, or in a case because the clip was large and the overall thing wasn't, then you know, maybe it's not fair use, but that doesn't impact other cases that aren't under that same fact scenario. I don't like. And I'm normally not as open about how I feel about a suit. I normally just break them down and explain what they mean. What I don't like is using the courts for bullshit and not pleading a date, not linking a video where you said something, not making it clear what the issue is. Makes me feel like they're just trying to gain traction for this website where they're trying to get people to say, hey, I watched the fight too. This isn't a pirating lawsuit. They're trying to say that it was redistributed, but it wasn't. It was commentary. Yeah. And they didn't. Did they copyright strike the video on YouTube?
Did what?
Did they copy strike the
No, that's the other thing. They never DMCA. They never claimed it. They never made any attempt to remedy the situation. You know, another thing is like, let's just say,
why is my video already yellow? Somebody tell me this video is running limited or no ads due to content identified as not suitable for most advertisers. I haven't said the first cuss. Have I cussed? I don't think I've cussed yet. It remains fully playable and is eligible to earn subscription revenue from YouTube Premium every night that I come live.
I haven't heard you say anything.
It don't matter because, like, if I have someone on like Dick or Brainiac or anyone, you when you're wound up, me when I'm wound up, we're going to cuss and get demonetized. But to be demonetized when no one said anything yet, even though my best video, like the most viewed video, probably didn't bring me $12. Well, that's a little stretch, but I mean, I don't make money off of views. I don't. But it's just irritating. People, if they y'all gotta sit through ads, but it's not even my ads, it's YouTube's ads. They're gonna put the ads on there and get the money anyway.
You don't get a piece of that?
Very limited.
Just a really teeny piece.
Well, the way I understand it is, it's different kind of ads that like there's certain companies that say this is what we will let our ads be on, and then there's certain companies that will go a little bit more risque. Like what's his name?
Well, I got an idea how you can start making.
Nick, I can't remember his last name, and Dustin, they're engaged or whatever. Nick does Adam and Eve stuff. So, I mean, his videos are, I
got a way that you can monetize all of your videos. So here's the plan. You get somebody to punch you in your left eye.
No, I'm good.
And then you bleach your teeth chloride white. And then you move into somebody's garage. And then start live streaming off of an Obama phone. And you're going to rack in the dough.
Okay, let's listen. I don't know
they
what
made
to
a
say.
settlement offer I don't know if I'm allowed to talk about that, but I won't. But let's just.
They're like, no,
Yeah.
don't talk
Okay,
about
no.
it.
Yeah.
No,
Okay,
okay.
so-
Even the lawyer is shaking her head. No,
Yeah.
because look, what happens in so if people were in settlement talks, and I've talked about this with other lawsuits relating to other YouTubers. Once you go into settlement talks, everything that happens in there kind of goes behind a wall, and then if that doesn't happen and a lawsuit proceeds, nothing that happens in the course of settlement talks can come into the lawsuit. So it gives you some room to be candid with things and really put down like this is where we see this case and this is where we're at. Where are you at? Because that can't be used against you going forward in the lawsuit because it's for the purposes of settlement.
Got it.
Now, this court has a standing order that prefers to go to mediation. So even if the case moves forward, it might end up in court mediation anyway.
Got it.
But
Interesting.
they would have to fix that complaint. And I imagine that the conversation between lawyers would be like, would you like to provide a date or some facts about what you're saying that we've done? Because at this point, you're just saying words that don't have meaning because they're not actually well pleased.
Have y'all noticed her hair is purple? I don't-
She's kind of hot. I don't know why, but she's hot to me.
It's
might be her
her
brain.
brain. It's her brain.
Yeah, I'm
I mean,
attracted
she's
to nerds.
no, she's a very pretty woman too, but it's intelligence.
You know, I don't get.
right.
You know what her husband reminds me of?
Who?
You ever watch Saturday Night Live and they had that dude Matt Shat?
No, but I don't think her husband's. I think her husband's attractive too because he's smart. I think they're
Yeah, but
great.
that's who he reminds me of when I saw them two together. But I could have just been hating on him.
Yeah, don't be hating.
Well, try not to.
Don't be hating. How many? What's her clicker on back there? I see a 1 and a 1, but I thought she said 120 something earlier. I might have to check that out. Let's listen. I'm gonna go look.
Stated facts, which is the standard for a federal complaint.
Right, but you know, you say that it's all about just trying to get people to pay $49.99. I think
That's my speculation.
I think that's a very good speculation.
It feels. I mean,
It's a
there are-
very good speculation.
there are other channels that have uploaded the entire main card event that were
Yeah.
in that first lawsuit.
Yeah.
Mike.
I love your coverage of
You
Mike.
can find Mike.
Yeah, there's a guy. I love that. That was great. There's a guy. His channel name is just Mike. He uploaded the fight to YouTube, and they put him in the lawsuit as just Mike.
Mike.
They're just Mike. Yeah, no other details, no information, just Mike.
Yo, Mike.
And of course, their original complaint alleged that I was in a conspiracy with Mike.
She's got 121,000 subscribers.
She crossed 100K last week.
She's gonna pass Katie this week. She's gonna get like it's gonna be epic, y'all. Oh my god. Let's listen.
To defraud, right?
And everyone else.
Yeah, and everyone. It was a massive conspiracy between all of us.
So stupid.
But it also said that it wasn't just conspiracy, that you were all agents of one another, employees of one another. They were
Right.
alleging all of this relational stuff that is not.
Mike's my buddy. He's my best friend. Shout out to Mike wherever you are.
That was sarcasm.
And you're gonna add that to the lawsuit.
Oh yeah.
That was
Well, Mike's off the lawsuit now, fuckers. Yeah,
I
exactly.
was just
Sarcasm
wondering
alert.
because they kept saying that nothing less than cyber criminals. I was waiting for the Teddy Fresh like cyber criminal line of merch.
Oh, that's a good one because I'm trying to think of good merch ideas to help just raise capital to ease the blow. Cyber criminal is great. I was thinking free Ethan, lock up Jake Paul, like lock her up. You like that one?
Free Ethan.
No comment. But I like cyber criminal. That's really cool.
It's what
We should do just
one
Mike.
Just Mike.
Well, that's kind of your meme, but I hope you don't mind us taking it. Just Mike. You know, I'm Spartacus. I'm Mike. We're all Mike.
everyone's Mike. When the Mischief Nike Satan lawsuit went down, Mischief made a shirt that they called legal fees and put the front of the lawsuit on the shirt that they were selling, and it was hilarious.
That's pretty good. Yeah, that's really. I'm gonna get creative with it for sure.
So who is no, it's not Hello Fresh. That's food. Who's Teddy Fresh? Hush. Who is Teddy Fresh?
I'm not sure.
Well, that's that dumb shirt that Katie bought trying to something. Someone in the chat tell me who sells the Teddy Fresh. I don't think it's
So
them.
like lingerie or something? Teddy?
Huh?
Teddy?
No, like it's hoodies and like color blocked clothes.
Oh, okay.
Like that
Right.
hoodie she bought. Let's see. It's Air Ali R said Teddy Fresh is H3 merch. I did not know that. I just found I just really started watching them like a month ago.
He got into something
hey, Miss
last year
Jane.
with James Charles.
Welcome. It's good to see you.
Because he accused James Charles of like kind of copying his merchandise.
Yeah, well, so is that why she bought that ugly hoodie? Not from them. I don't think she bought it from them. She bought it from somewhere else. Was she mad at them or something? Why didn't she just buy from them? See, she's their biggest fan. Teddy Fresh is Ethan and Hilla's company.
Yeah, but she was Keemstar's biggest fan until he realized how crazy.
I was watching it when he said, "I support you," and she went. She pulled a me on everybody. Like when and they got me really good for weeks and months after that. Like Dottie would say, "Look, there's Keemstar in your chat," and I go, "What?" I know that motherfucker. I knew he won't hear, but yes. She said, "Huh?" And then the next day he said, "I gave you my support, but now I'm taking it back." I love it.
Yeah, that's what I saw.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I saw all of it.
Then all of a sudden, Keemstar was he was the Antichrist again.
All right, let's listen. Hey, Aunt Lizzie. Yeah, she suddenly stopped wearing that ugly hoodie, didn't she? I hadn't seen her lately, and it's still probably cold up there where she's at. Let's listen.
Hey, yeah.
Yep.
It's a pain in the ass.
She's so mad right now that Emily Baker went and talked to them.
Lawsuits are stressful. Even when they're totally bullshit, they can be expensive. They can be time consuming. I mean, time on the phone with lawyers unless it's me, is never fun. And I don't do transactional law anymore. I did years and years in court, but taking these things through to prove that they're bullshit can be expensive and extensive. And that's part of the problem. And I think that's what Judge Anderson was trying to cut off was we're not doing this. This is ridiculous. But lawyers can get in trouble for filing complaints that have no merit and no basis. So at some point, they're going to have to prove that there's merit to this. And saying that you re-uploaded and distributed the fight and charge people money on PayPal isn't.
Yeah, they said that. They literally said that in the new complaint that they filed against us. There's one of the charges is how do you call it? It was called transaction or conversion. They said that we were accepting money on PayPal.
Okay. The fuck? It was cut and pasted from the other one.
Yeah, they just copy pasted from the other one and forgot to erase it. That's how much effort they're putting into this.
I don't know why he was I can't conceive of the point because the point is not because they think you did something wrong because otherwise they would
hasn't even been served.
You did this. Here's the timestamp. Here's the clip. Here's the video. Here's the date. They did none of that. So to me, it feels like a publicity stunt, and that's not a proper use of the courts.
Thank you for saying that, Emily. I appreciate that. And it's like, what do you make of it? So they've got this whole big.
Okay. Hey, Heather. Thank you for popping in.
Keemstar's been on for 10 years?
I would say so. I didn't know who he was until...
He's got like a few million followers, right?
Yeah, he's got a lot. But
I heard the other day that Real Entertainment News has been on for 10 years, and he's got like 1,000.
I don't think that he's been on for 10 years, but I don't know. I don't want to talk about him. I don't want to talk about him. What I'm about to say is I've never, and I'm not saying Keemstar doesn't because he may, because I can never catch his live streams. Ethan and Trisha have 100,000+ live chat in their live chat on any given night, like over 100,000 people sometimes. I mean, pretty regularly. That's amazing, in my opinion. Allegedly.
Well, no, objectively, that could be amazing.
I mean, it is amazing.
Yeah, it is.
Katie's over there drooling, thinking of how she can steal Ethan away from Hila.
I'm throwing this out.
Ethan is authentic, and like Keemstar or not, he's authentic. He's not.
Huh? What'd you say?
I say Ethan, like him or not, he's authentic. Keemstar, like him or not, is authentic, but KJ is not.
Oh, sure. You're right.
Emily's authentic.
Hyper Snickety. I love that name. I love it. Aunt Lizzie.
Hyper Snickety. Aunt Lizzie.
Where's my channel manager? I guess she's in the bathtub. I never get to talk to her anymore. Miss her. Let's listen.
Very curious.
Hit the like button.
You're true.
Wait, we couldn't hear you.
Oh, she said no other person but me. Right.
Just the H3 podcast. Yeah. And in the first one, they sued the H3 podcast and H3 Productions, and they didn't re-sue H3 Productions. They just sued the H3 podcast, but they don't know if that's, and do not help them with that. They do not know if that's an LLC, a corporation, unbundled under a corporation. They don't know what legal entity that is yet because they didn't do anything.
Well, according to FaZe Blanks, I have an infinitely low IQ, so I don't know anything about anything. Yeah. What do you...
I have a question, actually, Emily. I have no idea if this actually would come into play, but I do know because there was a very public one a few years ago, the whole thing with Devin Nunes suing people for making fun of him on Twitter or whatever. There's like these laws that are specifically to get rid of frivolous lawsuits, right? It's called like slap law and stuff like that. Is that something that potentially could come into play?
Yes. No, probably not. Hey, y'all. I just had to stop it. Because he asked about this slap law a couple times. I've heard that. We're fixing to hear what it's about again. Trisha is dangerous for me. Why? Why, Trouble? Why is Trisha
about her? I gotta.
Do you got a house
know.
for her?
Yeah, but like in a Jezebel kind of way. It's not.
I mean, I think that's about the gist of it for anybody that's got a house.
That's her
That's
eyes.
kind of like the image she's selling.
Okay, so it's just. But then when she talks, it's like, huh? But when she's angry, that's when she seems to be
look at this
lucid.
here. I was talking about you.
Who?
Manager. She said my butt cheeks were itching. Who's talking about me? I love you. I miss you. You don't never come around anymore.
Heather McDonald, you're in British Columbia. Cool. How's that BC bud doing?
Oh, Channel Manager, thank you for the super chat, 1999, to tell me her butt cheeks were itching. I love you. I wish you want to come up on panel and talk while you're in the bathtub.
Hear the water splashing around.
Yeah, she's like, you're correct. I'm there. I don't know. I think they're legit together. I don't know. I didn't know who she was a year ago. So don't ask me.
Trisha Paytas.
Yeah, I didn't. I mean, I'd heard her name, but I've said this 100 times on here. The first video I ever saw her, she was sitting on her kitchen floor crying, talking about the last time she did meth. And I was like, girl, honey, please stop.
Yeah, she's a rabbit hole in herself. That's the best way I can articulate it. I don't want to go in there.
Let's listen.
Here, is that not really applicable in this situation?
So the slap and anti-slap laws are strategic litigation against public participation. They're like laws that are to try to stop people from using the courts to get you to stop talking and to exert your rights to free speech and to stop you from participating publicly. This being a copyright infringement suit doesn't really play with the slap laws because they're not trying to stop you from doing something in the future. They're trying to fix something that they're saying happened in the past, which if they had pled a date, we would know. They're not trying to stop you from talking going forward.
Got it. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, but they are very powerful laws, and the California slap statutes are very powerful. It's one of the most common things I dealt with when I worked for judges in the Superior Court in LA was slap lawsuits. They came up all the time because people don't want other people talking about them.
What's your take on Triller is a huge media company valued in the billions of dollars, I think. What is your take on why they are putting apparently so little money and effort into this lawsuit? It's just because it's just a headline, but they got to follow through, right?
Because this is Triller Fight Club 2 LLC. They're not suing under Triller because Triller's involved in a pretty big lawsuit going on with TikTok that's across multiple states going back and forth. And it's completely...
So Emily's opinion on this is this huge company is suing, and Ethan's not the last one in the line that they can sue. They're the last one. And he hasn't been served yet. So no one knows if the loss, I mean, I guess it could be bull, but she thinks that it's just like a publicity stunt, and that should be illegal.
Different law.
I mean, it is
than what's
illegal
going on in this suit. So who's making the decisions?
This is the B team.
Who's making the decisions for Triller Fight Club 2 LLC?
I believe it's Jake Paul.
I hope Jake Paul is not going to be
Miss Jane, thank you for the super chat. How did I miss that? And I still don't see it. Oh, there it is. Thank you. You're monetizing my video. I love you. Thank you, ma'am. You're so sweet. Let me get back up to my chat. I'm sorry.
Okay, that's interesting to know. So they've got the whole... And then why it's funny they got your hat. That's their legal defense. They said it's the What?
Triller Fight Club 2 LLC
So
is
what's
the actual plaintiff.
Is there a Triller Fight Club 1, or is that the event name, or what? We don't know.
And not that I've seen.
So they made an LLC. Does that make sense to make an LLC for one event? It's odd.
They could make it for one event to protect from losses. So companies
They can
do that.
always
You see,
use
like,
it
real estate
later if they're LLC. They can use it whenever they want.
I've spent companies doing this where they section off each property. So if they saw it as a property, but this might just be the wing that they run all of the fights through, and that this is what they run the fight club through, or that they run each fight through a separate LLC, which would be interesting if they do. But they could do that.
And an LLC is a limited liability. It's a partnership, right? So does that mean it's owned by two people?
Well, LLCs are limited liability companies. An LLP would be a limited liability partnership, but they could be owned by one person, by many people. They can be owned by another company. So
is it public who owns this LLC?
The LLC, we could probably find it. I just haven't looked it up.
Okay,
it's a Delaware limited liability company.
Yeah, because I'd love to know who these people are.
It could be that Triller owns Triller Fight Club 2 LLC.
Right. And then it's so funny. Okay, so who owns Triller Fight Club 1 LLC? Who owns Triller Fight Club 2? Is it Triller or the Triller Fight Club 2?
I've never heard of Triller. Is that something?
We're gonna have to do a deep dive into
Is that
who
crazy?
owns the companies. It's interesting chasing them back and
No, I never heard of it either.
up as a
I mean, it sounds like Thriller. Hold on. Let's I just sent Joey a link.
other states because this is a Delaware limited liability company operating in California.
Emily, can you tell me why do all these companies go set up businesses in Delaware?
I sure can. They think that there's tax benefits to them to doing that and some additional protections to doing it. I actually like Wyoming a little bit better, but when you're operating out of California, like they say that they are, all the laws in California apply anyway. So then it becomes whether they're using it as a holding company and whether they're using it as a way to move money between companies, which is not improper. And a lot of companies do that. When I did a deep dive into Jacqueline Hill's corporations, she has a number in Delaware and then a few in Florida. So it's not uncommon. People perceive that Delaware adds more protection, but if you're operating in California, California's laws all apply. So
yeah, we're operating in like any state. It could be any one of them. Nobody could possibly know that. Just saying.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Who knows? Or I don't even know. I might even just be an individual on, you know what I'm saying? Might not even be a company at all.
Always possible.
You know what? I'm going to come out now and tell you my company name. It's Triller Fight Club Part 3 LLC.
Triller Fight Club 3 LLC.
Yeah, I'm sure that I'm coming out now. You know what? We got to have you keep calling in. I love the legal perspective if you're available and happy to.
Happy to. Legal commentary is my favorite, especially in the YouTube space. You know, between the James Charles employment lawsuit and this, I think we're going to see more lawsuits in the employment law area with regard to influencers. But this stuff, the improper use of copyright really frustrates me because when copyright is actually infringed on, it should be pursued.
Right.
When it's stupid, it makes it worse for everybody.
And it's so obvious. If I'm like Mike, God bless his soul, he infringed on copyright.
With peace and love, Mike.
With peace.
Thank you.
Poor Mike with no name. It's just Mike.
Maybe Mike's on a horse with no name as well.
Triller is a company associated with Jake Paul that he's doing all of his fights through. I think he wrote the lawsuit. Kier, I wish you weren't sick. You would be so good on panel right now. She's amazing. She keeps me in the know. She's my boots on the ground. I love her. Hey, Johnsie's channel. Everyone loves suing everyone over there, don't they? They do. Yes. LilRed, how long will you be on? I've got to be at Shields before 9 because I'm always late. I cannot be late. So I'm probably got 35 more minutes here at the most. But I might
dolled up and go across the street, right?
If nothing big happens, here in real life, I might come back afterwards, later on. Because I'm off for 2 days, y'all. I get to sleep.
You know what? Listen, how about I propose something right here, right now?
Don't propose to me.
Everybody's on.
Don't propose to me in public.
No, we already talked about that, remember?
Okay. Because
here's what I'm saying. You have to give us one confirmed day of the week where you will be at a specific time. Everybody who agrees with me, say 1. Everybody who disagrees, type in 2.
Okay, well, here's the thing. Right now, my job, I don't know how long they make the schedule for, but currently my days off are, hold on. I think Monday and Tuesday or Sunday and Monday. It's one or the other.
Right.
Okay,
Allie,
so
thank you.
that's only for I don't know how many weeks.
Happy Tammy, thank you. Not a fan of KJ, thank you. Mama Bear, thank you. Tamara Davis, thank you. See, you got all these ones coming in here. So I think you're gonna have to, even if you get a rotating schedule, you're still gonna have to give us one confirmed day and time a week, and then the rest can be, you know, on the fly.
That is fair. Y'all are here with me every time I'm here, no matter what time of night. Y'all deserve a confirmed day and time. You absolutely do. I love you all. We haven't had a little red y'all all night stream for a long time. Do you remember that one night we were on here for I think 7 or so hours? Aunt Lissy, were you here? I don't remember. I was asleep. Are you talking about the night that Steve played games, and Manya read a book? She read a book, and Steve was playing games on my channel, like some kind of, was it trivia? I missed that. I really do. Oh, look at y'all. Right? It makes my heart go bloop, bloop.
You could do an all-nighter.
I could, because I'm still not, my body still can't get up in the mornings. I'm like, God knows what the heck.
Pierre says, yes, Little Red, do a late night stream. My kid will be sleeping. Second, at Christ Conflict, because she has ADHD. And if she tells you like Thursday at 5, it will be Friday at 8.
You're right. Look, who knows me? This girl knows me. I don't care. It's true. Y'all make fun of me. You go ahead. You just make it fun. I know y'all love me. I know you love me. I know you love me. I know.
There you go.
I don't remember exactly what we did. Steve wasn't around. I think one night, Dottie was here. One night, Steve he was around, and he played a trivia game. And then the other nights, Manya read a book. Joey was here. I just see him a link. He's not up here yet. Yeah, I hate those days happen, but regardless of what other people say, I really was working those days, and I would come home and lay across my bed on my laptop with a beer, and what would you know? A couple hours later, I'd be asleep.
Hey, did you see that Ashy Cat lady?
What? Yes, I have. And I think people need to quit giving her attention.
No, I think they're paying to see her act that way.
I agree. And it's going to kill her, in my opinion.
Well, yeah, watching her made me feel like Jane Goodall. So
what? I didn't get that reference.
Jane Goodall observed the gorillas in the mist, like she just watched them in their natural habitat.
Well, see, I'm not that old yet.
Gotta be old for her. Sigourney Weaver played her in a movie.
I know, but I don't really know who Sigourney. I remember the name, but
so you never saw Aliens.
I don't like stuff like that.
Okay.
Joey Bag of Donuts. We're not talking about internet drivers not because I can hear your audio coming back at me, Trouble. I think, or maybe it's Joey's.
Nah, that's me. I gotta find the channel.
Hey, Joey.
Hold on. Yeah, let me find. I gotta find a stupid tab that has. No, it's
okay. I'm gonna take a minute to do my sponsor. It's really not, but I love these things. Sour Patch Kids Watermelon Edition. It's all watermelon. They're all watermelon, and they're yummy.
They go great with Mountain Dew
and beer.
Well, I was kidding about the Mountain Dew thing. I might try it with beer.
I can't drink Mountain Dew. Huh?
What? I can't drink Mountain Dew either. Oh, hold on. It's the soon-to-be Mrs.
Yeah, you can blame the.
Soon-to-be ex-Mrs. He says this is my soon-to-be ex-wife.
The trivia thing was my. You can blame that on me because I was looking for something to do.
I won't blame it. I loved it.
I'm just saying, like Steve did not. He's like, I don't want to do trivia, and then.
He had fun though.
That's why, because then he was like, we wound up pulling up like some kind of science thing and something like that, and then he did well, so he's like, oh, I like this now.
Yeah, if it was math, if it was about math or something. Let's see here. I'm gonna listen. Uh-oh. Wrong one. I got confused for a second, sorry.
Did you see? You were talking about Jake Paul. Did you see that him and Logan were driving their? I guess they say it was golf carts. I mean, they were pretty fast golf carts, but they're driving them on the beach in Puerto Rico, and everybody's freaking out because all the sea turtles are nesting now. You know what I mean? They're laying their eggs, and they lay them on the beach. So they're actually in trouble with the local.
That's messed up. I love turtles and frogs. Listen.
Peace and love. Shout out to Mike wherever you are. Fight Club LLC, Roman numeral 15.
The thing is, they didn't seem to copyright strike that either. The whole fight's still uploaded. So they're not interested in getting the fight taken down, because if they were, there's options to do that. That's not what they did.
Yeah, they're just trying to maximize damages, or they just don't give a fuck. It's all odd. But what's your take, by the way, since you mentioned James Shaw, we're about to talk about it. What's your take on, am I allowed to have Dan shave my ass, as James Shaw, for example, alleged? Or his ex-employee alleges that he had her shave his ass?
I mean, I'd be happy to, so it would kind of be moot, but...
Okay. But Dan's putting it out there.
Right, but she might have not been willing, so...
Okay, let's just say, Dan, I need you to shave my ass for a bit. Illegal or legal?
So you're snatched. So it really depends on the employee relationship and if your employee feels harassed and if that's part of their job thing. If it's like, hey, it's for a bit, there's no harm, but we've seen hey, it's for a bit go really, really wrong with David Dobrik. So in a traditional workplace environment, your bare butt at any of your employees is going to be a problem. And California's employment laws do not favor the employer. So, the problem with harassment in the workplace is you could ask Dan to shave your butt. Dan could be totally cool with it, but another employee in the room could feel harassed and that employee could sue you. So it's not even just, it's cool.
Did y'all hear about the cop? No, they might not have been cops, but that's what I was thinking. I heard it on that.
A couple people saying.
Wait, what?
A couple of people. Brandon, how's it going, Brandon? Brandon and Heather said that there's an echo.
All right, I'm back.
Okay, let me see what I can do about that.
I miss Cassandra.
It's just your audio that causes me to echo, Joey. It's only your audio.
You're always blaming me.
It never happens
just, just like old times.
It's always your fault, Joey. I love you. That's why it's your fault. You give me a good reason. I don't know. Okay, I love you, Joey. I'm just. Let me find the one for the right ear. I gotta buy a set of headphones when I get paid. Is that better?
Well, when we talk, I don't hear it when we talk. I only hear it when the video.
I never hear it.
I can hear a little bit. It's not terrible. You know what I mean? Like I hear a little
Brandon said it was the video. I don't know.
Yeah, it's just the video when you play it. It has a small bit of echoing, but it's not.
It's one of y'all.
It's not a big delay or anything like that.
Yeah. It's one of y'all.
Hello, Violet. How's it going?
Violet. You are hearing Lil Red's mic and someone else's mic.
Hey, Violet Witch. How are you, dear? John Z's channel. LB. Wait, I loved her stream last week. She lost her stuff on some lady that was trolling her.
I love LB. Wait,
that was awesome.
LB. We're watching. Do you think that Katie had a heart attack over this? We're watching Emily D. Baker talking to H3. I think Katie is having a pissy fit right now. Hey, Claire Murphy, how you doing? Whatever happened to my Tony? Where's he at? I haven't seen him lately. How you doing? That Tony.
Have you talked to Flossie in a while, or?
Yeah, I'm not like on the phone, but I text back and forth. Yeah, I ain't called her lately, but I love Flossie. I've tried to stay in contact with her.
I sent her a Happy Mother's Day.
If I ever have any, I always. Oh, hey, yes, she is. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Her head spinning like it's about to fly off, and pea soup's gonna fly out of her neck. Like it's not even gonna come out of her mouth. It's gonna fly out of her neck. Oh gosh, I love it. Wait, hold up. Let me see what I can do here. I ain't been here much because I started a new job. Today was my first day not training, and you know what I did today? I sat on the computer for 9 hours waiting for a call. You know how many I took? None. It's crazy, but they can pay me.
How many naps did you get on?
They can pay me what they're paying me. They can pay me that. I'll do this forever. I'll sit at the computer and do nothing forever. Yeah, I'm okay with it.
I just want to have a little public announcement. I got my shot. I got the Pfizer shot.
Your first one?
Yeah, yesterday. So
how you feeling?
Yay.
Go out there and get your shots, guys. I don't know. Don't be scared.
How you feeling, Joey?
I just had just a little sore in my shoulder. You know what I mean? At where they did the injection. But for me, it's kind of hard because I'm always in like so much fucking pain. That you know what I mean? It's like is that just my regular? Because I did my weed whacking for the whole yard. Like, and I have a pretty decent sized yard, so. I didn't know if I was sore from that or, but this, I definitely the thing in my shoulder, that's definitely from the injection. That I can tell that, because it's like my bicep and the meaty part of my shoulder right there. I could feel it. That's definitely from the injection.
Right.
But after I get my second, have you gotten it yet or?
Yeah, I got mine in April.
Yeah, I didn't realize.
The first day was okay. The second day, I had the chills, and then I had sweats, and it went up and down. And then after that, I was good.
Like I didn't realize it because I had been calling my local, like we have like a Walgreens here. I live in the middle of nowhere, and I called.
Walgreens here too.
I called about getting the injection, and like they didn't have it. You know what I mean? Like I applied for it a couple of months ago, and they it was like you call and then they see, and it wasn't offered here, and so I just I went on like a website and I looked, and they had like appointments all day yesterday. You know what I mean? Like when I went to do it, like within the next day, and I called them the next morning.
It's supposed to be a walk-in.
That's what I was just about to say, which was nice to hear. Since I saw that, like, you know what I mean, every appointment was open the whole day, I was like, I called in and it was like, maybe I could just have it done now instead of waiting until 2:30, which is when I'd set my appointment for. And the guy's like, no, we're slammed. We got
sometimes they don't update their computer systems for days sometimes.
Well, they said they were slammed with people who were doing the walk-in. So that was good to hear.
What I'm like, they'll be out of a vaccine and not update their system for 72 hours. And they're supposed to get vaccines in every day. So,
so June 12th is my second one. And then I will be.
So how is it that day exactly? It has to be that day. What if there's none? Is there a last day it's too late after that day?
I'm going to assume that they keep a dose for me. You know what I mean? Since I have that. Okay. Then I don't know. I think because I live in such a rural area that it should be there. Yeah. I don't know.
You can always there's like a vaccine hotline number you can call and find out, or you can go to like the CDC website and find out where it is supposedly around you, and buy the brand because they want you to get the second shot as the same brand as the first.
I would assume. I thought it had to be that. I didn't realize that you could have that.
Well, it's supposed to be that because they haven't tested it other ways. But they say if you actually get the second shot and it's like, let's say the first one's Moderna and the second one's Pfizer, if you don't get the same shots, they consider you vaccinated for life. You're good. They're not. They ain't effing with you. They haven't tested it yet, but they're saying if mistakes happen,
Yeah, then I'll have my little, I have my little card. So I got my little card. So if I want to travel or anything, you know what I mean? Like, so I might want to go to Ecuador. I'm not sure if I'm going to try or not.
Ecuador, you're going from one extreme to the next.
I went there like, what was it, 2016, and then a couple of
What'd
months.
you do there? What the hell is there to do in Ecuador?
My friend has a house. Well, he's got a house like a block away from the Pacific Ocean. You know what I mean? He's like,
Oh, cool.
you can literally walk to the beach in like 2 minutes. You know what I mean? It's beautiful.
Oh,
I mean,
didn't know that.
I loved it because, like, I think I told you about this, but like, sunrise, the day, because it's so close to the equator, the day is the same length like all the time. It's sunrise at like 6:30 in the morning, sunset at 6:30 at night. And I went. Well, that's their summertime.
Yeah.
But when I went in July to mid-July to mid-August, which is their winter, and at night you kind of had to, sometimes, not all the time, you had to wear like a light hoodie or something like that, something long sleeve. But otherwise, I still went swimming. I mean, that was the middle of their winter. I went swimming because, I mean, the water was still really warm. And, it was beautiful. I mean, it's a small little town. It's called Bayanita, which means like little whale, because there's a lot of whales that go off the coast right there.
Well, see, when you said Ecuador, my mind went straight to I don't remember their names. Is it Paul and Karini? No, it's not. No, it's the other one, the gold digger. It's her on 90 Day Fiance. That he got there and he was scared and he's like, "Do you have mosquito nets for your house for the bed?"
Mean, I will tell you where I was. I mean, that town, that's like a poor town. I mean, like my friends, because he married like an Ecuadorian, and their family,
is that a real term, Ecuadorian?
Yeah, it's like saying like.
I think he just made that shit up. I think he just.
Yeah, I mean, you would say,
American.
you would say like Ecuatoriano if you would say it in Spanish, but like their house, I mean, it's on the first floor. They don't have windows. They just have like the bars. So you know what I mean. So you can't like just walk in. You know what I mean. Just trying to say, but they don't have like there's no glass windows. It's just like open. You know what I mean. It's like all the time. And my friend, he's got that little. They call them suicide showers, which are like because like they don't have hot water. They just have the regular tap water.
Ooh.
And for me, with my arthritis, it's like no way. I don't care. It's killing me. So they have these like shower heads that are have electricity going through it, and that's what heats the water. Where'd you go?
World.
It was nice. It's nice there, and everybody drinks like beer or something. It's really weird. Like they have like dogs, a lot of street dogs. You know what I mean? They're just there's nobody.
They run in packs.
Yeah, not as much as not really in packs, but there's just a number of street dogs. You know what I mean? There's nobody's dog. And they're most of them, they're friendly and everything like that, but it was just weird to see like something that it just doesn't exist here that that you could just have dogs, like there's no animal control or anything like that.
I guess they don't need it if the dogs are friendly.
Yeah, it's
And I guess they travel like geese.
And the other thing that was nice to see, it was like stepping back into my childhood. Like the kids just like played with like a ball. You know what I mean? They weren't on like buried in their cell phone. You know what I mean? They were like just playing with each other, and it was
Right.
like, it was
They were
nice to see.
active.
they were active. They were outdoors. They were active. They were running around. You know what I mean? That's what they did. You know, they went to the beach. Their parents are pretty strict, so they didn't. You know, they weren't allowed to go like alone or anything like that. But
Eileen says in Greece it was cats everywhere.
What are you lying
I
about,
think
Dribble?
ain't nobody lying. Where'd you go?
Ain't nobody lying. Wait, what?
So where did you go?
That's my secret. I ain't telling.
You could have told us you were going to dip. We were like, you just like
you just
blacked out.
you didn't say you didn't say I'll be right back. It's just like you just gone.
Wait, I can't. I got to find my right earbud because they have a. Okay. I didn't want to interrupt Joey. He was telling a story.
I'll tell you, it was really my friend. He's like, I mean, it's starting to get a little bit built up in this town. But he built a 4-story, house, and I had like I had the 3rd floor, and so you just have the view of the ocean.
Oh, that's great.
And it was weird because there's like an oil refinery, like I don't know, like 5 miles or 8 miles to like the south. I guess it's toward a town called Salinas, and so all these boats, their tankers, are lined up waiting for their turn to get filled up, and they all have lights, so in the middle of the night it's beautiful. Still it's pretty. I mean, it's not just like when you look out at the ocean, most of the time it's just black. There's all these boats and you see all their deck lights and everything, so it was really cool.
Yeah. I hadn't been to the beach. I went like a month ago for the day, but I'm so ready. Damn it, I'm so ready to go back to the beach. I love it.
I guess why, I follow
In the
this
mountains.
I follow a channel that talks about, what I mean, like it's called My Second Passport. And he's showing properties, and I was like, I could never imagine living in Ecuador because I wanted to move there. Without living near the beach. I mean, it would just no way, you know what I mean? Because I mean, I'm sure their mountains are nice and everything like that. But I would never want to live anywhere. If I was going to live there, it definitely would be like as close to the beach as possible.
Oh,
and
yeah,
it was
of course.
It was nice to be able to just walk there. You know what I mean? You just walk to the beach, and and that's like you could tell like it's a different world because like when they had like kind of like holidays, it'd be like for the week. So one of the times I was there for like so the whole country just shuts down, like, you know what I mean? Like it's like, and everybody, a lot of people then come to this town because they have like a little area. It's a popular beach, and most of the time there's not that many people there. But when it's these holidays that they have a certain amount of times a year, it's like 1 billion people there.
Wow. It's crazy.
Yeah.
What time is it? 8:29, y'all. Are y'all gonna follow me? Look, never mind. No, don't. I'll get stage fright. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say when they play a video about a flat earther because I'm like,
yeah, flat Earth, and they do the like the evolution deniers.
yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
they'll make fun of those kind of people.
I hope that LB will have her children down and maybe come back and we'll do a live stream afterwards because I want to do that.
All right. Well, then let me know if you're gonna live.
I might even message Flossie and tell her to come. Tomorrow's Monday. She's gonna work. I bet.
What LB is LB?
LB is LB.
Well, it says
ELLE.
ELL. Yeah.
She changed her name.
That's what I'm trying to. That's why I was
she's
asking.
rebranded. Yes.
Yeah, I didn't realize it was Leslie. Okay.
All right, you guys. Talk later.
Love y'all.
Love you.
Okay. Take care.
Bye, y'all.
You're going off now or what?